Alright, welcome back to my garage. Doing right now is moving Mustangs around. We'll put the 96 on the rack. It's the 97. So we get the lower section on that completed and get it fired up. What's this? Come on. You can do it. Oh, I'm the end of the battery tin on that. Ay. Oh, I can't again. Alright, the wheel's straightened out. Good enough, I guess. Alright, there we go. Look at the battery still hooked up. I think I have to. Why that is. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, well, okay. Set that. There we go. Push it up, come on. Get it up here out of the way. A bit more. Okay. I think that's probably good. It's out of my way. This can roll out in here, okay. Perfect. All right, stay tuned. All right, we're back after about an hour. She's finally lined up. We'll get it pulled in here, and then we can go on to the next frickin' step. Get the tranny hooked up, starter hooked up, exhaust. Well, I gotta wait for, I gotta do the drive shaft and then the exhaust. Alright, another successful lineup. The gaps there, it's almost perfect. Freaking perfect. Oh man. Well, I'm tired. Man, I'll get it in the air and deal from there. Okay, we're working on hooking up the transmission. So right now, what you got to do, you go through the hole, see your bolt. So you got to get that so it lines up with your drive plate. And see up there, I got a your guide pin gonna be lined up here in a minute. And now I'm gonna go take the engine up a little bit. Up, click. Went in with the guide bolts in. It's beautiful. All right. I'm taking the engine up a little bit. That might be it. Because we know we have our torque converter. Yep, the bolt's coming through. Yeah, just take up a little bit. I think we're about there. I think our guide pin's going in. All right, I get me a bolt. That should pull that in. And we're connected. Stay tuned. All right, success. we now have a transmission butted up to the block on this. And 1, 2, 3 on this side. And I got one was right here. 1 and 2. And I got the one on top of that yet. But I got that one in there right now. Next, I'm going to do that top one. And then I got to do the 2 on the very top. But what I'm going to do is, like I did on the other, when I took it apart, is drop this down. And drop it down, then you can get right up on top and get those very top bolts. Let's get back in here. Let's see, I can actually drop this down for a moment. I'll be using that. Very nice. Okay, we're using this again back here. Because I'll put it under here to help make it so I can pull the bolts out of here. Then we can't forget, we got to go in and do our lock nuts on our torque converter going to our drive plate. Alright, stay tuned. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Unfortunately, I didn't put this on the other side, which is a good reason here, because I've got bare wire right here. That ain't good. Let's get it come across. It comes in here. Alright, stay tuned. Okay. I just put blue Loctite on those nuts. And it says transmission to engine bolts 40 to 50 and torque converter to drive plate 20 to 30 foot-pounds. That's nothing. So just tighten them down as tight as you can by hand with a 3/8. But if you got a torque wrench, go ahead and use a torque wrench. I don't have a torque wrench. Alright, so there we are. We now have the transmission bolted to the block. Torque converter to drive plate is done. And I gotta go up there, put 2 more bolts up top. And we'll go ahead and get our starter installed. And we'll go ahead and get our exhaust installed. We'll go from there. Alright, boys and girls. Messed around for 40 minutes or so putting the starters in. You gotta make sure you get your freaking harness face in the right direction. If you make your primary going towards your engine, you're not gonna get the starter to sit in there right. And then don't forget your ground. All that's done. Alright, coming over here. Like I said, I'm gonna drop this down so we can get up there and get those bolts. Alright, I got one, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta get up in there with, and I'm using a long 3-foot extension to do it. Okay, like I said, we put the center back in, tighten those down. I can't find them in the book, but they're as tight as that will go on. It's like 65 foot-pounds, so that takes care of that. I've got this sucker here. It needs to go. What's this? That is going to. Oh, yeah. That's going to your rear O2s. No, you're downstream O2s. All right, ready. Man, you ain't in very good shape, are you? Holy crap. Come on, it's a rust under here. Okay. I should redo the freaking emergency brakes on this. That just broke off. Oh. Alright, that's where we're at. Alright. Next, let's do exhaust coming to about here. Because this is going to get the Y. I'm installing. I'm going to install that on here. This came out. That came off of mine. So we're going to go ahead and install it on hers. And we got to come back here. I got to pull. I got to pull that off of here. So where we're at.